Okay, so let's talk about these hot springs real quick. Should we go or should we not go? I'm on the fence. Hey bonus bunnies, so I had a really good idea for today. I thought that we could go check out some hot springs that are, it's a little bit of a drive. It's like maybe 3-4 hours from here, but I thought it'd be really cool if we went and checked them out. I've never seen them before. So I thought that I would take you with me to go check out these hot springs. Here we are at the Tokatee campground, unloading the trailer so then we can go find the hot springs, so yay! Trailer is level and I think it's time to get ready to go to the hot springs. Yay! Okay, we are making the short drive from our campground to the hot springs, and then we have like a half-mile walk or hike into the hot springs. So here we are. Okay, we're a little underprepared for this extravaganza, so we'll see what happens. Okay, let me give you an update. So it isn't a 0.4 mile hike to the to the hot springs. It's a 2.5 mile hike to the hot springs because the road is closed that leads up to the parking lot for the hot springs. So we are about 1.75 miles in to our 2.5 mile hike. The road is really icy and really slippery, so it's taking us longer than expected. And I don't have a coat and it's pretty cold. So we're not having the best time right this second. Okay, we made it to the parking lot for the hot springs entrance. So that means we only have 0.4 miles left to go. So that is awesome. Okay, I guess we're gonna do this. Yikes. It's like straight up. Isn't that cool? Yep. Okay, we are all done at the hot springs and now we are hiking out. There were a lot of people there. There was a lot of people there. What do you think there were, 25 people there?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, which doesn't sound like a lot, but there were only 3 little pools, so it was a little crazy. We made it back to the car. That is awesome. Wow, and we managed to get a 5-mile walk in today. So that's pretty gnarly. Now, if you want to know how crowded the hot springs were, look. All these cars, all those people were in the hot springs. Yeah, all of them. It was a lot. It is dinner time in the trailer, and I am making some Trader Joe's food. There's our dinner. Delicious, delicious. All right, our dinner is served. Turned out pretty good, check it out. Ooh, nice and steamy hot. That's really good. All right, I'm happy. And I am going to go eat my gnocchi by the fire. Good morning! Okay, so I've been sitting here and thinking, do I regret not going in the hot springs yesterday? I do. And if I don't go in the hot springs today, I'm gonna always be like, man, because what if we never come back here and then I never go in these hot springs? So here's what we're gonna do is we are gonna get a jump on our morning. It is 6:42. And it's darker than shit outside. Like the sun isn't even like out a little bit, but that's okay because I'm gonna get ready and put on my muddy jeans from yesterday and get the towels and get everything ready to go so that we can go to the hot springs this morning because we have to check out of here by like 11, I think.
Probably, but there's like 3 people here.
I know. I'm not too terribly worried about it. But, okay, so let's go actually get into the hot springs this time. How does that sound? And hopefully we'll get there early enough that there won't be 8,000 people like there were yesterday. There were literally like 25 people there. I counted 29 cars when we left, so hopefully we can beat the crowd this morning and get in the hot springs. So let's get a move on. Oh my god, there's already cars here. That means people are already at the hot springs, and we're here at 7:30 in the morning. That is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I wanted to be the only ones at the hot springs. We are starting our 2¼ mile hike into the hot springs, and it will be grand. Okay, there is nothing like a nice walk in the woods in the morning. We're not alone because some other people showed up right when we showed up. So obviously these hot springs are super popular and people come from all around to go to them. So that's kind of cool, but I wish we could have just got here a little bit earlier. You know what I mean? Like just a little bit so that we could have been the only ones. But oh well. Look, there's snow on the ground. That's how cold it is up here. That there's still snow and ice on the ground. And here we are walking to the hot springs. And I'm not gonna be a chicken, I'm gonna actually get in the hot springs and I'll film it so that I can prove to you that I actually got in the hot springs even with strangers around. I've got a big fear of stranger danger, especially in hot springs when it's full of hippies. Can't trust the hippies. I'm just kidding, I am a hippie at heart. Hippies are probably the people you can trust the most, if we're gonna be honest. Okay, we are like not even a ½ mile walk into our 2¼ mile hike, so it's gonna be a long morning. Okay, the hike in this time was way quicker because we're already to the parking lot, which felt like 6 years yesterday. But we're here, so we're closer to the hot springs, and I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna bring you with me, and I'm not gonna chicken out, I promise. I'm all ready, I got my gear, I got my towel. I'm ready to take the plunge into the lukewarm springs. Hopefully they're not super crowded, but even if they are crowded, I'll bring you with me, and we can check it out, and it'll be good. Deal? Deal. Okay. Now I have to hike the treacherous part, which we go over the Rainbow Bridge and then we climb up the mountain with the roots. There's the Rainbow Bridge. This is why I love living in Oregon. Like look at this. It's like I'm in freaking Middle Earth. When the kids were little, I used to take them out hiking and tell them we were looking for Bilbo Baggins, and that's how I'd get them to go hiking with me. Okay, now for the technical part of the climb. We made it to the hot springs, and it isn't nearly as crowded today, so that's awesome. It's warm.
I don't know what everything is.
I don't know. Can you just see that I'm in the hot spring?
You can see that you're in the hot spring.
Just to prove that I did it. That I didn't wuss out this time. I am so bummed. I just flew my drone into a tree and lost it forever. So now we don't have a drone anymore, and that sucks. Okay, the drone is in these trees behind me somewhere across the river. Do you see the river? Yeah, it's gone forever. Forever and ever. We are all done with the hot springs, so now we're gonna go back and check on the puppy dogs.
Easy, buddy.
Happy boys. Okay, I got my marshmallow ready. I got my chocolate and my graham cracker. Oh, look at that. That's like the perfectly toasted marshmallow. Can you see that? That's how you know it's good. Stick that in there. Just like this. Now the chocolate isn't going to be melted, which is a bummer, but there was no place to set it where it could melt. It's really good.